Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This here's Portie's Garage. Today's episode, we've got a maintenance item on the old Macan. Mrs. Portie had her out doing some errands. She called me up and was complaining about some soft brakes.
Soft brakes? I was terrified.
Okay, she was terrified. They were going so bad. So she brought the car home. I took it out for a test drive in the cul-de-sac there, and definitely soft brakes, terrifying brakes, whatever you want to call it, the brakes were going. So I pulled her back into the garage, and as I had it idling here in the garage, I pressed the brakes a few times. Mrs. Portie heard something from the back. So we went back here, and what we ended up seeing was a pool of brake fluid down here. Now what it is this brake line here is failing. I don't know if you can see it. I'll kind of get my finger back here. What it is, there's a little piece on there and it's just shooting out the back of it. And I'll go ahead and put a video on that right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Try it now. All right, one more time. Couple things you have to do before you get started on all this. One, I've got it up on quick jacks, so you need to turn off the self-leveling if you have the air suspension, so don't forget to do that. You can blow out your airbags. Second thing we need to do is turn off the electronic parking brake that's on the rear, because it looks like what I'm going to need to do to replace these brake hoses is take off the rear caliper. Hopefully I don't have to do that in the front, but it's looking that way in the rear. So let's go ahead. I got my iCar Soft tool out here. Again, I got the professional CR Pro on here. I went into the brake or the service, went under brakes, picked Porsche. I'll go down here to Macan. I'm going to move to installation position. So that should open her up. Turn ignition on. F2. Okay, yes, we want to do that. You can hear it going. And there we go. We're all set. Well, check this out. Taking off the rear brake caliper. And look what I found. The brake line was rubbing on the axle. That is why it failed. We have successfully taken off all of the brake lines, and you can see them down there in the pan, all four of them. Did not have to take off the front calipers, but we did have to take off the rears. So now just waiting for the good old UPS guy to show up with the new ones, and we'll be back on this hopefully tomorrow. Okay, I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, emanuelonline.com. We're not mechanics here in Portie's Garage, and we have a lot of different cars that we work on. So being the DIYers that we are, we need to have some manuals that are going to help us understand how to repair things, take things apart, torque specs, that type of stuff. So let's hop over to the computer and I'll show you on that. All right, here we go at the website, emanuelonline.com. First thing that jumps out to you, 2.5 million plus repair manuals. Just a lot of content on this website. Actually, look at that, almost 2.6 million e-manuals on the website. They have tons of different automakers on here. You see Audi, Toyota, Ford. And if you go up here to the catalogs, you not only can look at for cars, but you can do agriculture, construction, electronics, material handling. If you got a fork truck out there you want to work on, motorbikes, power sports, it's got it all. Website also contains a support section, a blog section if you want to talk to other Emanuel Online users, as well as a Q&A section. But what I really like, again, are these repair manuals. And if you look at the Macan here that I had up already, right now it's on sale for $78, typically $102. Don't forget to use your Portie's Garage 22 discount code. That'll get you an extra 22% off on this. go down a little further to give you a description of the manual and what you're getting, any requirements that you may need. This is a PDF, so you'll need Adobe Reader at least to do that. And this will also give you a preview of the file so you can see what you're going to get when you purchase it. And look at that. The very first thing that pops up is auto start stop disable. Everybody wants to know how to take care of that. In the Porsche Macan of this era, very lucky, it is a button. But these are very well detailed, concise, easy to read type of manuals. Again, it's going to be different for different manufacturers. For the Porsche, it's mainly these PDFs. But some of the others that I've seen have been very interactive. They'll have hyperlinks in them that you can use to go to different sites or parts diagrams, different things like that. Just check it out for your car. Let's also look at the Boxster. This one was quite a bit less expensive. It was $37 on sale from $49. Again, don't forget your Portie's Garage 22 discount code. Hitting the description here, you can see all the different models it covers, and there are additional manuals. So if this manual doesn't cover your era Boxster, look for the other one that covers yours. Again, you can see right here, 96 to 2001 Boxster. So looking through all of these, you can see that you can get really a lot of good information in here. It's going to help you diagnose your car. It's going to help you repair your car, instruct you on how to take things apart, as well as put it back together properly in under the manufacturer's guidelines. In the Porsche here, you can see the different groups here: diagnostics, engine, fuel, tranny, there's body, there's everything in here. So these are really great manuals. I really think it's a great idea, especially from a DIY perspective, to use something like this. It'll give you a lot more confidence, as well as save a lot of time as you're going through and doing your repairs. Hey, it's just that easy to pick yourself a repair manual for your DIY project. Now, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Don't forget to use the Portie's Garage 22 to get 22% off your emanualonline.com order. Now let's get back to the build. Day 2, we actually have the parts. They came in from flat 6. So this was not in there. I did print this off. They did give you a little QR code so you can download instructions. But here we go. Also got a free t-shirt out of the deal. I'll display that later. Here are the 4 lines. Stainless. 2 for the rear, 2 for the front. They look pretty beefy, and they look correct. So let's get to it. At the rear brake here, so since I have taken the caliper off, I did use the brake pad spreader to spread this out a little bit. Of course, it shot out some more there. Cleaned her all up with brake clean. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on the new one. So you have 2 of them here again. Short one back, long one front. Let's go ahead, slide this in. 14 millimeter to do this, and it does say you should do 15 foot-pounds for this. I don't have a torque wrench that works on this, so I'm gonna have to do my best judgment here. Beep, beep. Not tight enough. I can get in there and do it later. So now the next thing we got to do is route this through the maze of wires that we have in here as I pull this down. So one, let's make sure I don't have anything here. Nothing is... easier said than done. Okay. Roughly right, that's in place. So let's make sure we got this in the right spot. Okay, I think I gotta go behind these wires. Sorry, this is probably really hard to see. There, we're out to the other side. So this part here is gonna clip in here, but I wanna make sure I've got everything kind of loose here until I get it set up. So let me get ready here. This did like leak all over the garage floor last night, so I probably have 0 brake fluid left in this, which is kind of all right by me because we're gonna do a brake flush as we go through all of this. Okay, now I want to make sure this isn't like bound or anything as I put it in there. That looks pretty good coming across there. Oh, you know what I'm missing? That little clip. Can't forget to have this on here either. Okay, this one is going to be 10 foot-pounds if you have the proper tool to do that. Okay, you can see the line right down there. Comes up over, fits in that little spot there, and then comes up here. So all set. The nice thing is about this little grommet there, it slides up and down the line so you can get it where you need it. And then of course I got the caliper on. I did do the proper torque spec, so it's 74 foot-pounds or 100 Newton meters plus 90 degrees. So make sure you do that if you take these off. I think you can do this without taking it off, but for me it was easier. On to the front. Okay, on the front wheel here, I've got the brake hose here, but here's the issue. I want to be able to get this wheel over, and for some reason it's not staying locked, so Mrs. Portie's gonna have to go ahead and hold the wheel over for me, so no cameraing. But basically this is gonna go in here, slide up through here, the grommet goes on right around this way, on this part right here, yep, you got it, and then back up to here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this with Mrs. Portie doing that. Maybe we'll come back and film a little bit of this. Be right back. Okay, front is done. See up here, we've got it coming through here, back down, rubber grommet in there. Again, it's adjustable through here. So I had Mrs. Portie turn the wheel a couple times to make sure nothing's binding. And then we've got this right back here, all set in. All right, I'll throw the torque specs up again real quick. It's 15 foot-pounds or 20 Newton meters for the caliper down here. And then it's 14 Newton meters, 10 foot-pounds up here. So if you got yourself a nice torque wrench, that would work out great. All right, now, next thing we're gonna do is we are gonna go ahead and bleed these brakes. I lost just about all the brake fluid out of it, so it shouldn't take too long, but we need to bleed the brakes, get the fluid back in. All right, let's do it. Massive fail with the power bleeder. The hose just broke up on me, so I couldn't use it. Had to do it old school. Mrs. Portie in the front, pushing the brakes, giving me pressure so we could bleed this system out. It was rough, took a long time, but we've got her. Here we go, she's all set. Got to put the tire back on, do a little test drive, make sure we're good. You can see some of the fluid here, not all of it, but we got her all bled the old school way. I'm gonna do a little research to make sure that there's nothing else I need to consider on that, but we'll take her for a test drive and we'll check back in with you guys. There you go, took her out on a test drive, all set. Hey, if you guys like this kind of content, give us a like, subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one.